Hello everyone, this is Akai Fox with another art video. In today's video, I wanted to do something a little different because I was ill-prepared realizing that I was going camping this weekend. And that meant that we would be setting up the tent on Friday when I normally do my art videos and things on Fridays. So instead, this was put together a little more last minute than I'd like on a Wednesday to make sure that I could stay as much on schedule as possible and still make some art. So instead of having all of my paint stuff set up, I decided I wanted to make another attempt at animation. And I don't know if any of you have noticed or have seen the pop, I think it's cat pop, animated Twitch emotes, but it's one basically where they have the mouth closed and then the mouth opened. And I thought, as I'm still learning transitions and frames, this would be a very easy way for me to go from mouth closed to mouth open, because there's no in between. It is meant to be a pop, pop, pop kind of motion. And so I thought it'd be easier than to try and redraw the head from scratch to just take the existing new logo that I have and to add in the features that I wanted. Now, this was a lot of trial and error still, because I didn't feel as confident and feel as comfortable jumping into this as last minute as I did, but I still wanted to be able to make some sort of art and do so, like I said, a little more last minute. So just decided with a blank canvas to start with the mouth open. And you can see I tried a few different positions for how big I wanted it, and at the end I wanted it super emphasized and to really be wide open. So that meant we needed to stretch the head and reposition the cheeks a little and just overall make it a lot more custom so that there is that in between. Now, something I'm still trying to understand when it comes to animation is timing. And I actually cut a lot out of this video towards the end, where I'm just trying to understand, do I go with 1 or 2 or 3 frames? It's not really per second, but of the sequence. And I think we ended up settling on 3 because 2 was a bit much and 4 was a little too slow. And it sounds so silly to do that, but that's where it is with animation. I'm sure those of you who dabble in animation a lot more probably understand that more, but I am self-taught and still learning. Now, another part that I cut out of this video towards the end is I really don't understand where I went wrong with the background here. Now, I know I snipped, and I probably should have just copied and then cut out what I needed, but instead I snipped the background from my other logo image, which I also have saved in Photoshop or Clip Studio here, so I didn't need that. But you'll notice that the squares are all different sizes, and that's because that needs to all now be erased. And a good portion of this video was just erasing and erasing and erasing a whole bunch of that. And I somehow still have not managed to erase all of the, I like to call it scuff, but the little marks and things that can sometimes be left over when you are erasing things. And I still don't know how that isn't all gone at this point, but it's okay. In the emote size and the smallest size, you can't really see it, and I've tried pulling the layers out individually and trying to clean those up. There isn't any, but then when I export it, it's there in the larger sizes, so I truly don't understand what's happening there. But again, you can see me just testing out, is that the right sizing? Is that the right timing? But overall, I'm still pretty pleased with how it turned out. The fact that I was still able to make some sort of art for you guys and keep up on the content. It's been a wild journey, and going on vacation and then having, times where I've not been feeling great. it takes energy to continue creating, and I know I'm pushing myself to continue to create, but I still want to be able to share my journey with you all and the things that I'm creating. So bear with me. I don't know what the month ahead may look like as far as August goes. I'm recording this towards the tail end of July, and I know I don't really talk so much about things, but I do probably have a surgery coming up. I still don't have dates, I don't have recovery times, but more than likely it'll happen sometime in the next month. And so if there is a gap in some of the art videos and content, I apologize now for that, but there are many videos on this channel, at least a good 2 years worth of content there that you can go back and watch if for some reason you're missing out on that normal Friday video. But I just want to thank each and every one of you for wanting to watch this sort of content and enjoying the journey of art along with me as I teach myself new things and learn, or figure out life when it comes to some of these things. So again, if you want to join me on my channel, it's at kaifox.com. It has my schedule, all the calendar events and everything. So thank you all just so much for watching, and you have a great rest of your weekend.